Alright, and welcome back to Guardian Squad. I don't know which video is going up first. I've recorded 3, but this is what's going to happen. I said it before in the other videos, hey, I'm back. Guardian Squad accidentally took a longer break than necessary. What happened was, I fell in love, married one of my friends, not married, but engaged to one of my friends. We're planning out our marriage as we speak. But my computer got destroyed halfway through the semester. And it took this long to recoup the money to buy a new laptop. So, sorry for the long wait. I didn't mean to do it this long, but I'm back. Welcome to Guardian Squad. I haven't played since I think it was Kaldheim. It's the last time I remember recording a video. But anyway, so today we're actually going to be playing in some Brawl with a deck called Blinky. As Yorion, y'all know, it's a 3 blue-white legendary creature, bird serpent. That's flying. It could start as my companion, but in Brawl it's really hard to hit 80 cards. It's impossible to hit 80 cards. But when Yorion enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control, and return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Now, this video is going to be a little bit longer because this is a Dirtle deck, and Dirtles mean we're going to just play around and have some fun until we play Thassa's Oracle. Literally, Thassa's Oracle says, when it enters battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is devotion. Blue. Put up to one of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. So we're just going to keep dirtling around with things like teleportation circle that lets us blink things at end step. Where's the other one? Charming Prince. A good card just to keep blinking around. Also have clones. So, for instance, also Thassa's Deep Dwelling, another blinky card. Where is it? Glasspool Mimic would be a really good card because I can copy Yorion, just have all those bounces back. Yeah, but this is the deck. And I'll leave a deck list in the description below, but this is the best list I have ran, and you can see that sometimes the games go way too long. I think one of my matches lasted a whole hour for one game, so keep in mind that. Anyway, let's get on to the races. Yes, I know the professor of symbology does not have a learn board. I do not know if Brawl will let you have a learn board. I don't think so. Because in Brawl you can't have a sideboard, but I don't know if you can have a lesson board. So the first thing we're going to be playing against is a Hovel deck. This is the person's name. We're going to keep this hand because it's very cheap and low to the ground. Also, we got the Shadow of the Sky that can really help us. And we got this Trickster's Talisman that we can really abuse. By playing it early, we can basically force to when Yorion enters the battlefield, we can attack, and then we can equip, and then attack. And yes, if you're wondering why I'm stuttering on my English, this is in the middle of the night. It is 12 o'clock near where I live, so it is hard as balls to stay up right now. Alright, So remember, we gotta play the Trickster's Talisman first, because it's a 1-drop. We can do more with it. So, sorry if, I make more mistakes than usual or something like that. It's just I'm not used to staying up this late. And Golden Egg. I like to draw a card, please. Thank you. Cave of the Frost Dragon. I think I'll play that next turn because we have no 3-drops in hand to play Dawnbringer Cleric. Remember that Yorion just wants as many stuff as on the battlefield as possible. Go and get rid of Shatter. Okay. Well, still, Baron, we can't play right now. So we're just going to play Dawnbringer Cleric. And we're just going to gain 2 life. We're starting it off healthy with a healthy 27 life. Opponent's going to ramp. So I don't know if he'll eat his lands next turn. If he does, ooh, this brings out a new card from Dungeons and Dragons, which is the Loyal Warhound. We can play this guy to basically steal an extra planes out of our library. And then play this island. So basically we just ramped a little bit. Laurel Watchhound. We're actually going to play Leombi here. And we're going to bounce the Laurel Watchhound to our hand. So that way this Grasp of Darkness does not resolve. And then we're going to play Yorion. And he concedes. Woo! We win. Yeah, so most of your opponents will concede by the time you play Yorion because of how much value you're getting out of Yorion, which is why he bumped up 3 mana the last time because of companions. They realized that companions were a little bit too busted. This is actually a really good hand for us, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Because I can go 1, Sea God Lantern. We are playing against a Wolf deck, so it's going to be very hasty. Remember, we want our teleportation circle down, because our teleportation circle can help us get that maneuvering that we need in our deck. Alright, play planes. I'm going to grab Birth of Meletis. Just try to grab another planes out of my deck. Hopefully we can get more lands. Alright. Yep, Arcane Signet. We do not run Arcane Signet in our deck, which is weird. We should be, but we're not, because I'm insane. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and play the Cleric, get some extra value out of this. I'm going to go ahead and gain some life. That way our opponent can't do anything. We actually run the Priest of Ancient Lore, which he's playing right now. Probably get some card draw. Oh, he got the Rapier. It attaches immediately when it enters the battlefield. Whoop, whoop. My turn. Yay! we didn't run into that problem, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Teleportation circle. This is when we stop playing fair magic, by the way. Just wait a minute. And blink a cleric. Click. Click. And we'll just gain some life. Because you know. Ooh, a mace. So the next turn we're probably going to play the apprentice if we don't get anything juicy. We did not get anything juicy, so I'm going to go ahead and play the apprentice to scry a land on top, because we're going to Lost Mine of Phandelver. Okay, next. Attack with the cleric. Cool. 1 damage. We're going to actually bounce the apprentice, so that way we can gain the treasure from the Lost Mine of Phandelver. So that way, if we don't find a land, at least we can bounce everything else back. Which works for me. Because remember, we just want to be an a-hole. And being an a-hole is my middle name. Cool. You're placing it all the chips on the bird. You're gonna attack with 4-3. So here's the a-hole move. We're basically blinking everything twice a turn. Because the teleportation circle lets us blink Yorion again. So basically, on his end step, we're going to be putting stuff back, and on his main phase, we're going to be, on our end step, we're going to be putting stuff back. Sure, you can draw a card. I'm just taking a 4 here, because remember, with control decks, or combo decks, it's really important to just take the damage. In turn, we're going to stack it so that way Yorion happens first, and then we can exile Yorion. So she blinks everything back. We're going to go ahead and we don't have any enchantments, so gain 2 life. And we're going to go ahead and venture into the dungeon. We're going to do the fungal thing on this bird, so that way he can't do anything. Blink Yorion, bring him back. Put these 2 back into exile. Because now we have infinitely moved through the dungeon. And if you can actually, in this deck, get through Dungeon of the Mad Mage pretty fast. Which is a really good idea. If not, crazy idea. What happened? Oh, so instead of him being... Okay, yeah. So I think this is the part where I would play the Yorion the Shatter the Sky so that way I can live. I'm going to take the 8 here, which is very risky. But he's all tapped out, so it actually is in my favor. This is where I don't mind losing my creatures as long as I can make sure that he can't get anywhere. I'll go ahead and draw gain 2 life. And I'll draw this card. And I've successfully completed the dungeon. Whoop, whoop. Thought so. Oh. Well, first things first. Everything needs to go. And we're going to play Glass Plume Mimic as a land because we haven't hit any of our land drops, which really suck. Here, I can make the Sea Guy Lantern enter back in. I didn't even know it did it to artifacts, so that actually is handy. We can start taking away some of the stuff. I think this one I'm not going to win because we're up against aggro. I can go ahead and resolve this. I don't know if it's repeatable. Okay, so it isn't. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay. Well, with this, I can play Doomscar and basically put him in a position where he's going to lose everything. And he may not like that. Pass the turn. Of course, we're going to take the Sea Guide Lantern on a journey to basically be exiled and replayed, so that way we can just go, whoop! Bye, Priest of Forgotten Lore. Oh no. Yeah, like you normally do. Ooh, it's a Big Daddy. It's Big Daddy. Batters than a storm. Yep, okay, good. We're just drawing into everything we need. So now, I don't really want to play Yorion, but we're gonna need a blocker. And plus, I think Teleportation Circle could get us there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, yeah, let's get rid of the Sea Guy Lantern and put it on the bottom. Pop it back. I'm just gonna submit 0 for this one. Get rid of this raptor. And his whole graveyard's clear. So, yay! We are being an a-hole. And that's the whole point of this deck. So, be expected that I've had opponents just scream at me, your go, your go, your go, your go, your go, you go. Just mute them. Mute them before the even game starts. Unless they say hello. They say hello and then mute them. Because being nice is always priority number 1. In any Magic game. Telling your opponent hello or good luck or anything really helps. Unless you're facing against me. Never say good luck. I don't know why. It never works out. Because too much pressure. Oh, and then they start doing things like this, where they like to wait around and do nothing. I've had one opponent just go, "I'm done," and literally leave the computer. So it was very vain. Hide from the storm. Yep. Probably gonna take 9 here. I got a plan for next turn. So okay. So basically, we're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna play Eye of Vecna. Okay, and then we're gonna play Thassa's Oracle. Basically, get to look at the top 4 cards, choose one. I'm probably here. I'm probably gonna choose the Portable Hole. Go on top, and then we are going to pass the turn. No attacks. In turn. Bounce this. You. That's it. It's like my girl is woken up. So I'm gonna put her over here. Oh no, he's got a big dragon. I think we've lost. Yeah, I was hoping he would not do that. And the reason why is because I couldn't put Guardian Faith on the battlefield and face Yorion out to basically make sure that it didn't happen, but he moved the trample over, so we lost. So that's 1 win, 1 loss. This is going to be our last game. And tonight, we get to feast. I don't know. Sounds like a good thing to say. I don't know. Oh, we're facing against King Peter. Peter Piper. Okay, so this card is actually broken against this kind of deck, this Volo deck. It's called Split the Party. And basically, you choose target opponent, and then you choose, any rounded up half their things. So you can get around hexproof because it's targeting opponent first, and ward. You get around both of those. It's really broken. And it can also choose tokens, which basically helps you out. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a very risky hand to keep. But I think who can pull it off but me? Because I'm the evil monster who apparently went 7-2. I will post that. Who went 7-2 with Azorius control in draft today. Because I'm an evil person. It's in my blood. Alright, and we start out with the opponent already trying to concede. Great. Which means we'll just play a game and see if they concede. And from the store, Alright. Cool. Apparently I go first. I'll take that. I'll play a talisman and pass the turn. It just means I'm actually cool. We win because the opponent did not do it. So do we technically count that? Listen, I got a 66% average. I'm gonna take it. 66. Thank you for joining me. Next week we're probably gonna be doing something different. A deck that I've been playing since Strixhaven released, and I love this guy to death. He's called Hofri Ghost Forge, and we can break him. And I'll tell you how next time. Bye!